What's going on, YouTube? Shout out to all the subscribers, members of the Hellraiser Legacy. If you're not a subscriber, you like the video, as well as the other videos and content that I publish, be sure to subscribe, hit the bell so you can receive notifications, like, comment, and share the video. All right, so I'm gonna tell you guys some not so good news in my very personal opinion. And I say my very personal opinion because I take this personally. This is a situation that I've seen coming ever since Bitcoin reached $10,000 in value. Once Bitcoin hit $10,000 in value, and then the news went public, and then everybody was racing to start purchasing and investing in Bitcoin and stuff like that. Uh, in the beginning of December of this month, we seen a rapid increase from the 10,000, which took 10 years to get to, and we almost hit a cap of 20,000 in less than 2 weeks of that first announcement. Now, I've seen a couple mainstream media outlets. I've overheard comments by Mr. President himself, Donald Trump, in a recent press conference when he was asked about the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. They were saying like, so what are you guys gonna do? Are you guys looking into the Bitcoin? Are you guys paying attention to the market? And he was like, he didn't give a direct answer, which they never will. He was like, yeah, we're looking into it. As soon as he said that, I'm like, oh shit. Now once you have political figures like that saying that they're looking into something, they already have their hands on it. Coincidentally, a couple of days after that, now we have another huge announcement saying talking about the launch and release of Bitcoin futures, where all these major corporations and corporate sharks can come in and do side bids outside of Bitcoin, betting on the future of Bitcoin. That's when I knew everything was about to change. That's when I knew when the sweet was about to slowly but surely turn sour. Now how fast it's gonna turn sour, I don't know, and I didn't know, and I had faith, and I still have faith, some sort of faith, but at this point, it is official. It is officially official that time is ticking. So if we're gonna get in, do what we're gonna do, and get out. But I think this thing, because this is the thing. Anytime you watch a mainstream media and you start hearing Bitcoin in reference with yeah, we're waiting to see if they're gonna fix it, correct it, or regulate. And no, those all of those different words and terms mean one thing: control. It's them figuring out a way to control the market. It'd be shocking to believe that at some point they wouldn't try to control, dominate, and regulate the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency world, because it's too much money being made. It's too many. Too much. Too many people have profited off of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. And the everyday Joe Blow, becoming millionaires and stuff like that. You know, so the only thing is, it took them 10 years to really figure it out, to really figure out what is the Bitcoin, what is the blockchain. The significance of the blockchain, the significance of the Bitcoin, the significance of cryptocurrency. Just overseeing and monitoring the possible future for it, just seeing where it could possibly go, seeing how the people receive it, you know, et cetera, et cetera. So, man, it just, man, it really irritates me. Really irritates me to, it's my mama texting me. It just really irritates me, man. So now, basically, long story short, man, I knew something was gonna happen sooner or later. Now, I do believe that it's gonna be that first surge when it hit $10,000 was not the big bang. I didn't believe it was. I believe that right now the market is pretty much fluctuating up and down. It's not really. We had that little spurt real quick to almost hit 20,000, but I believe once we roll into the new year, people start getting their taxes. They start getting a little bit more comfort, money of comfort. Giving a little breathing room, financial breathing room to make, to make investments, to take some risk and stuff like that. I think starting February or at the end of January, we're gonna see a huge spike in the Bitcoin market. I do still believe that. Now, how long that's gonna last and how huge of a spike, no idea. But this is a huge issue I want to show you guys today. So when I logged into my Coinbase, this is just one of my wallets. I see this. Please remember to pay your taxes. You can learn more about year-end tax reporting and tools in our taxes frequently asked questions. This is what I just seen today when I logged in to see if Bitcoin hit $50,000 a day. If today was my lucky day or some shit. We are currently working through a backlog of outgoing transactions. Sends may be delayed. Now, there's been a lot of outages and delays ever since they made that public announcement about the 10,000 Bitcoin hitting $10,000. Bitcoin been spiking up. Now, all of a sudden, we have all these outages. Now, and these outages have been going on throughout a lot of the major, if not all the major Bitcoin exchanges and cryptocurrency exchanges. So this was just released literally today. The announcement that the IRS and the U.S. government is now going to start taxing the returns on the goddamn Bitcoins. They're going to start taxing the earnings of our digital wallets. This is a big deal breaker for me in so many different ways. And what makes it even worse, they said learn more about year-end tax reporting. That means that sounds like uh I'm working a job where you get your tax return at the end of the year, where you got to do your taxes at the end of the year. So they're not just taxing, like, for instance, like taxing incoming and outgoing transactions. They're literally taxing your digital currency as taxable income. Like employment earnings. Which is making us again, or putting us in a situation to be employees of the state and of the government, and putting us in a taxpayer status again. This is not good, and it's damn sure not good for people that signs up after today, because I guarantee you it's gonna be they made a change inside of their disclaimers and disclosure and account agreements for members that sign up after today. So this is how they bring it in 2018. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Welcome to taxation. So not only are we going to get taxed when we deposit money, because now the markets are taxing us a shitload of money to even make deposits now. Now we have to pay yearly taxes on all of our earnings at the end of the year. Let's click on learn more so we can learn how much they're going to start screwing us. Look at this. Partially degraded services. Due to outgoing wire delays, we recommend withdrawing via ACH bank transfer instead of wires for faster processing. This applies to withdrawals only. Blase, blah, blase, blah. So, taxes. Frequently asked questions. Published December 29th, 2017. Do taxes apply to virtual currency or virtual currency gains? Yes. Although Coinbase cannot provide legal or tax advice, the U.S. Internal Revenue Service, which is the Department of Treasury, has released guidelines for how to report and pay taxes relating to digital currency activity. You can read them on the official IRS.gov website here. We remind all of our customers, both U.S. and international, that you have a responsibility to self-report and pay taxes on all taxable gains. Please consult your accountant or tax advisor to ensure that you file and pay taxes correctly. What the fuck? Will Coinbase send me a 1099 or similar form? For U.S. users only, Coinbase provides 1099-K. To certain business users and GDAX users that have received at least $20,000 cash for sales of cryptocurrency related to at least 200 transaction account delivery. Does Coinbase provide other tax reporting information? You should refer to your account transaction history for records to compute your gains and losses over a given period. As a convenience to our customers, Coinbase also provides a cost basis for taxes report in beta, which will help you filing your taxes. Wow. Tax laws and regulations change frequently. Regulations. Regulate. The magic word we've been hearing for the past few weeks. Regulate. Fix. Correct. Waiting for a fix. Correction. What are you fixing? There was nothing to fix. Oh, fix the fact that. Never mind, man. I'm just lost for words. See what the IRS is saying. Boy. In general, the sale or exchange of convertible virtual currency, that's what they're labeling as convertible virtual currency, or the use of convertible virtual currency to pay for goods or services in the real world economy transaction has tax consequences that may result in tax liability. The notice addresses only U.S. federal tax consequences of transactions in or transactions that use convertible virtual currency and the term virtual currency. Virtual currency. Okay? Remember that phrase and those two words. Virtual currency. That's the title. That means that for all you Bitcoin users out there, I know the question everybody might be asking, like, shit, does this just apply to Bitcoin? Because we do have over 1,000 different other currencies now, cryptocurrencies now, or digital currencies now. And to answer that question, that means yes. They didn't say Bitcoin. They said virtual currency. This categorizes the cryptocurrency or cryptocurrencies in general. This is how they regulate the markets and how they gonna regulate the cryptocurrency world. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's fucking over with. Look, how is virtual currency treated for federal tax purposes? Wait a minute. Wait, first I'm gonna read right here. It says, for purposes of frequently asked questions in this notice, the taxpayer's functional currency is assumed to be the U.S. dollar. How are you gonna assume that it's the U.S. dollar? The taxpayers assume to use the cash receipts and disbursements method of accounting, and the taxpayers assume not to be under the common control with any other party to a transaction. All right, Q1, question 1. How is the virtual currency treated for federal tax purposes? For federal tax purposes, virtual currency is treated as property. Wow. For federal tax purposes, virtual currency is treated as property. Wow. And guess who owns that property now? The fucking U.S. government. Congratulations. We can't have nothing for long. General tax principles applicable to property transactions apply to transactions used in virtual currency. Is virtual currency treated as currency for purposes of determining whether transaction results in foreign currency gains or loss under U.S. federal tax laws? No. Under current applicable law, virtual currency is not treated as currency that could generate foreign currency gain or loss for U.S. tax purposes. Wow, look at question 8. They said, does a taxpayer who mines, like a person that just mines the Bitcoin, that's producing the quick Bitcoins, does a taxpayer, and look at taxpayer, they're assuming everybody is a taxpayer. Does a taxpayer who mines virtual currency, for example, uses computer resources to validate Bitcoin transactions and maintain the public Bitcoin transaction ledger, realize gross income upon receipt of virtual currency resulting from those activities. Yes, when a taxpayer successfully mines virtual currency, the fair market value of the virtual currency as of the date of receipt is includable in gross income. So as they're producing bitcoins, they're categorizing that as producing income. See publication 525. Taxable and non-taxable income is the individual who mines virtual currency as a trade or business subject to self-employment tax. Man, I'm done reading this, man. I'm done reading this, man. So yeah, that's where we at with it. Now, I will say this. If you have already been if you've already invested in Bitcoin before December 29th, 2017, I suggest and recommend that you do not update any of your digital wallets. I suggest you don't update any of your currency exchanges, because this is why. This new update that they just did, technically speaking, we were already in the door. So technically speaking, we will have to. They're gonna find a way. I guarantee it's gonna be an update soon, and that update is gonna include the update. See, this is probably not even gonna be a huge public announcement until the beginning of the year. But except they had to implement it right now. Probably give a few days to iron out any wrinkles and stuff like that before the actual announcement. So people that are already in there, like they see the notice when they log into the app, but they have to put us in a situation where we have to agree to the new terms and conditions, because we came in up under previous terms and conditions. Like if me and you have a contract that says, hey, yeah, me and you gonna do business, it's gonna be straight cash, no tax. And then you turn around and hit me with a new agreement or an amended agreement. I have a choice to accept the new terms and conditions of that agreement or not. Now, will that, if we don't do those, whatever update that they launch, will that cause complications and probably limit our ability inside of the market? 9 times out of 10, yeah. So I don't know, man. You let me know what y'all think. Peace.